Apart from a 13-year gap in L.A., we are at the home of the Raiders since 1966. But how much longer will they be playing football in Oakland, California? Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Oakland Raiders. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense. Still second down.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Third and long, it's Locke. This is Bell on the dump-off. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. Now on fourth down, the 2014 NFL leader is a rookie in yards per punt. Tress Way on to kick it. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Their dangerous wide receiver, 94 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense. Like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with... this kickoff. This is taken at the 3. Oh, little 360. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. Third and 2, Luck. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting to run. The give is to Bell. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
To throw on second down is Luck. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's a situation like this where a head coach writes himself a note before the game. Remember, it's a long game. You don't have to chase points early. But on the other hand, it's a huge disappointment if you only come away with 3 after a big drive. Let's see what he decides to do.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And taken right at the 35. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
False start, offense. Still first down.
They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. From the gun on third down, Luck finding time. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Bell. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Here's Bell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and it'll be second and goal.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll run the option left. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Titans defense, they get ready. They take the field again. They're just looking to duplicate what they did last time. Force the 3 and out, and that led to a field goal.
The only thing better, really, is creating a turnover. 3 and out, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense, and they put the ball through the post with a field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3 and out, too.
One would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3 and outs, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense can control the game.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. Third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection or if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play. Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on third down.
Thinking pass. They'll drop to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Luck now on second down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Off of play action, Luck. Wide open receiver, complete. And the play goes for Knight. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Luck on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, Luck. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Fresh set of downs here. On first down, it's Luck. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. To the air again, Luck. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
False start, offense. Still first down.
Clock throwing again. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. So the D-line's going to spread out. On first down, Love. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing again is Love. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. They'll lose a yard and it brings up 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Love. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
So, and hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through, and we are moving on and ready to go for the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Green, 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll try and throw for it here. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but it can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got one on us, and just not let it turn into more.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
No. Check. Patriots.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
We got 3. Now let's go. Blue, landed.
And they'll go on the ground, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Over. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Watching that body. 3. Watching that body. Let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Green. 39. Here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Hurry up, here we go. Gun. No. Check. Patriot. Watching that body. Watching that body. Detroit.
He'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he fires one, but incomplete. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. Will try for 3. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
That one goes for 24 yards.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on second down. To throw on second down is Locke. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Third down, still 14 yards left. Third and long, it's Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And the offense lining up first and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a first down throw, Locke. Wide open receiver, complete. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of...
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Le'Veon Bell, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Now Locke, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They go play action here on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's got his man on the out route. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's the Raiders punter now. as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It
always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
Pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Room here to run. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Titans. Le'Veon Bell with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. After the interception, it's long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They come up in an offset eye. Now Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. He cuts it right. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move.
Holding. Offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They'll run it with Bell. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 30, 10, 5, and he's taken it all the way back for a return touchdown. And this game just got a little crazier. They're still alive here in the final stages.
So you're saying there's a chance. Well, we know one bench is jumping up and down in excitement right now after that punt return for a touchdown. Whether they go for a PAT or go for 2, probably depends on the team's philosophy, doesn't it?
Either way, made it a 1-score game. Still a little work to do, though, here in the 4th. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Single. Here we go. 319.
Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Green 39.
He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get out of bounds.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run the option left. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how you guys are going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before.
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll be left with 2 remaining here in this overtime session. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Let's go! Green, 39!
Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
3rd down now following the completed pass. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route. He tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass?
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now Luck with his first throw of OT. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
To throw on second down is Locke. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down. Throwing on third down, Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now the offense operates in the red zone. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a first down throw. Locke. Pass incomplete.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
From the gun, here's Locke. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jack Youngblood in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we're going to have to go for the hot dogs.
19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really...
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint.